really sorry. Aswani saying thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Oh, Zeba is saying, I'm assistant professor of civil department. I'm extremely thankful to you for coming. This is a pleasure for me that you are much more experienced and you are really inspiration for all the women's, for we undergrad women's or the upcoming generation of girls that you people are actually doing something in the profession, and that's the theme. Actually, that's the main goal. That if we are doing anything in our fields, that is computer science or engineering, regardless of any field, because technology and mathematics, you have again your experiences in mathematics. So this is a very great thing that we and you people can actually pursuing STEM as your career. Another is Jaya Shiri, I guess. I'm assistant professor in computer science engineering. Thank you so much for coming, ma'am. It's extremely, pleasure for me to that you are here and came to, attend my webinar. Okay, Musharraf, can we start now?
Yeah, we can start. I request Rumaisa Hakim, one of my colleagues over here. Please go with the introduction and let's start after the introduction. Yes, please.
Okay, okay.
Good afternoon, all. Myself, Rumaiza Hakim. I welcome all the participants to the webinar on Women in STEM conducted by IEEE MEAEC. And I introduce our speaker, Ms. Mehak Azeem. She is a biomedical engineer, UG Research, IEEE Brand and Ambassador, IEEE Region 10 SAC 2020 member, and she is also the World's Sustainable Development Goal Regional Advocate 2020. We are very happy that we are having our speaker, Ms. Mehak Azeem, today here with us. So I welcome her.
Thank you so much for my introduction. It's really pleasure to be here, and it's really pleasure that many of the our females, our women heroes are here with us, who are doing something great in the profession. And if you are doing something great in your undergrad life, that's super, because you are the women, you are the people who will gonna do something great in your professional life too. Okay, now starting with the today's webinar, that is regarding the women in STEM. So I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know if you guys can see it. Okay. Okay, I hope you people are able to see my screen now. Okay, are you people able to see my screen now? Okay, so let's execute. Okay, so everybody already know about myself that okay. Okay. My name is Mehak Azeem. I'm a biomedical engineering student, and biomedical is my love. So I will be, sharing my little bit of story that why I came here and how I became a biomedical engineer. Because I have two more sisters. They have done their MBBS, and then they have done their FCPS. That is the more major in medicine. So why I became engineer from the very start at my college state. When I was in my college, I was really, motivated to do something that doctors can't do. Because, a sister type competition is like that. Oh, I can do something that you can't do. So that was some sort of competition between me and my sister. Then I was searching about the field, that is there any field that can actually do something great for me? Is there anything that I can really make wonders, or I can not only give medicines to the patient, but actually, make them feel good or do something to uplift their life? Then I discovered biomedical engineering, And then I tell my parents that I don't want to be a doctor. I want to pursue my career as a biomedical engineer. So they were like, "Oh my God, in girl and engineer? Are you serious? I mean, why do you want to be engineer? I mean, because we people living in a subcontinent, there is a basic stereotype that if you are a girl, then you should be in a medical field. If you are a girl, then you should pursue your fields like somewhat in the laboratory or somewhat in the medical field. So this is one of the stereotypes in our subcontinent. So my family was shocked to listen that I just want to pursue engineering as my profession. So it was really shocking for my family, but then I executed with the idea that I really want to pursue this field. And then when I came to know the major or the the basic theme of biomedical engineering, when I was started with my undergraduate studies, then I just fall in love with my field. I will do another webinar for this because this is my baby field, so I can talk about it for almost 3 to 4 hours. So it will take long. So this is my simple story that everybody was shocked to listen. That why do you want to be engineer? Because you are a girl, so you should pursue your field in somewhat medical or somewhat. I can know that you people can also experience this because we women's we have to surrender to our some social stereotypes, but when it comes to STEM, we should give anybody a respectable shut up call that no, STEM is for us, and there is no difference between women and men. God has, don't divide women and men. We are equal when it comes to nature, but we are unequal when it comes to nurture. Now, I will be explain that how we are unequal when it comes to nurture. Okay. So, as we already know, everybody know that what is a STEM. So STEM is basically stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM is basically a curriculum on the idea of educating students, especially girls, in 4 specific disciplines. That is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This is an interdisciplinary field and applied approach. Rather than treat the 4 disciplines as separate and discrete subjects, STEM is basically integrated that 4 major sites into cohesive learning. That is basically dealing, we people are dealing here, and basically we are doing something great on the real world application when it comes to STEM. So STEM is a very broad spectrum with lots of opportunities, and we women can do anything when it comes to STEM. Okay. The science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, these are some broad terms that we are actually listing from the very primary stage to our, better, professional or then so on. So science is basically, the simple definition is that if you have the power, intellectual power, or the different power to, practically emphasize, to practically consider the systematic study of the structures and the behavior, either it will be physical or the natural world, then you will come up, you will do some experiment, and then you will come up with the observation, so then hypothesis, and then will you confirm the result. This is a total activity is related to science, that whatever you are thinking about the specific nature or the nature of or behavior of the subject, you will prove it by your experiments, by your observations. Then when it comes to technology, that technology is basically the sum up of the skills, method, and processes that will lead to the accomplishment of something. For example, computer technology will lead us to accomplish our skills, methods, and process related to the computer. So, and engineering, and actually the definition of engineering is much more formal. That, as you people can see, engineering skills include the scientific method, social, culture, economic awareness, mathematics, biology, chemistry, physics, and other sciences and other areas of science. But for me, engineering is something that this is a world of imagination. If you have a power to actually put the something from the imagination world to the real world, then you are an engineer. Actually, engineer has the power to do something that he or she can imagine. He or she can put that thing from the world of imagination to the real world through these skills. So this is basically engineering. Engineering is basically a skill set. This is nothing more that if you're a biomedical engineer, then you have a skill set of preparing different making or preparing or repairing different machines, work on different machines. So basically this is a skill set. When it comes to mathematics, then always mathematics is also the core of engineering, and you can't execute without mathematics. This is basically when it comes to mathematics, we have to actually come up with accurate results. In order to come up with the accurate results and to actually prove the hypothesis or something related to the accuracy or changing with the time, we deal with the mathematics. Okay, this is a very interesting activity. Now, I request all of you to please close your eyes a little bit and think. Now, why I'm asking you to do this and why I'm trying you to think. I'm trying you to think, just close your eyes and imagine an engineer. Okay, I'm also closing my eyes and imagining engineer. And you people don't know what I'm imagining, and I don't know what you people are imagining. But this is a cute activity. Now, I don't know what all people imagine, but basically, the more likable answers will be a smart guy wearing spectacles doing something on computer, or a smart guy wearing hoodie, or doing something great, or a guy or a man who is doing something on machines, or a guy or a man or a company who is preparing different projects, building cities. Because why we actually think that? Because when I was in college state, when if somebody asked me to please close your eyes and think about an engineer, I would think the same. A guy who is very smart. I would never think a woman. Now, why, if it's so happening, why we are not thinking engineer as in women, or a scientist as in women? What is the basic difference? Now, here in this presentation today, we will be discovering that what is the thing, that what is the barrier that actually, is stopping us to think women as in scientists, women as an engineer. So what is the barrier? We will be discussing this, okay? Oh, this lady is, sad because you people, many of you, or when I say myself in college state, uh, don't, consider women as an engineer. So this lady is sad about all those people who don't consider women as an engineer. But after this webinar, you people will be considering women as an engineer, women as a scientist, because we people can actually do, okay? Okay, then again, why you can't imagine a girl or a scientist as a girl as an engineer, or or a scientist? We will be exploring this. We will be going too deep in with the different statics and with different results. Okay, this is the definition of an engineer. If somebody asks you who is engineer, then this is the definition. A brain to solve problems in creative ways, means visual spatial skills. If you people heard about it, I hope many of you. A mouth to communicate ideas and information. Okay, a heart to make the world a better place, hence to build and take part, tools to measure and test designs, feet to travel near and far. An engineer looks like you, looks like us. Anybody who is pursuing career, anybody who is doing these 6 things are basically an engineer. Okay, there is no difference. There is no difference in men and women when it comes to the engineering. Nature has awarded or rewarded same thing when it comes to man and when it comes to women. There is no difference. We will be exploring it. Okay, so these are the 6 key point, that if you are an engineer, that you will be having these 6 points. Okay, women in STEM, these are the few statistics, that 23% STEM jobs in the US were held by the women in 2015, even though women made up almost half of the nation workforce. Then why 23%? If the women is making up the half of the nation workforce, then why 23%? This is due to the barriers that we women are facing in order to pursue STEM as our profession. Then we will be discovering that what are those barriers and how we women can avoid or remove those barriers for our future generation and for ourselves too. Okay, 32% reported gap in earning between women with STEM jobs versus women with non-STEM, because women in STEM has a very good paid ratio. They have a very good paying skills. When if you are a woman and you are dealing with the STEM, then you have a good pay. 26% STEM degrees belong to women, even though women hold nearly as many undergrad degrees as men. There is no if we can say, we can't say that actually that women have less ratio of undergrad programs or undergrad degrees than the men. No, there is almost same or more likable that women are much more getting more undergrad degrees in STEM than men. But the ratio is 20% is still because we suffer from different barriers in our society that won't allow us to go and to pursue STEM as a profession. 19% college educated STEM workers are females. Women with STEM degrees are less likable than men who work in STEM jobs. Now, why this is happening? That a female who is done something undergrad in the STEM degrees, and she is not able to pursue her profession as a career as a STEM. So, what is the basic difference? Okay, you people are also giving me comment. I will read it later. Okay. Reasons to have a STEM for girls. Why do we need a STEM for girls? What is the reason why actually we need? There's a concept, women empowerment. For me, women empowerment is not that I have a wall to win. Women empowerment doesn't mean that I can do anything a man can do, but it is more far related to STEM. For me, empowerment it is STEM, because if I belong to STEM, then I have a capability to be equally work like a man. What actually they are doing, I can do the same. If I have a STEM, then I can do the highly paid jobs like the man, like they are doing. Because there is no difference between him and I. I can feel myself more empowered when it comes to STEM, and I basically counterpart the stereotypes that is related to men, that only men can pursue engineering or doing something great in the STEM. Girls are so much emotional, or girls don't have such girls find STEM so boring. So this is another stereotype, and we will be countering these stereotypes. When it comes to STEM, I'll be like a shining star, because not every woman has the capability to come into STEM. So when it comes to STEM, women must shine in all the fields and be a role model for upcoming generations, and more importantly, nourishment. They can teach kids right from the inception of the baby in their womb and create a great future. So this is the thing that we need to see. We need to consider that if we are if we are women who are doing something in the STEM, then we can make generation a very great future. We can give them a very great future. We can able to make their lives a very good and successful for the society, for the community, and for themselves too. Because you can actually see the difference if a lady who is doing who is studying or doing something in a STEM profession, and a lady who is doing something like management side or different these type of jobs. So there are huge difference, there are very big difference. A lady who is in a STEM, another woman, because the STEM lady know that how she could bring up their children, like to give them a bright future. She should have a track to go to, and she should have the pattern that this is the pattern I would follow to make my children, to make the generation good. Okay, the need for women in STEM. Okay, an ever expanding field of opportunities and major fighting major problems. We would be able to fight with the major problems. Improvement in workforce quality, a boost for the economy, yes, and a source of inspiration for the upcoming generations. Now here's a few explanation. The field of STEM is always expanding. It will constantly keep surprising us with newer concepts and technologies, because it's not a captivated type field. It's you can explore and keep on exploring when it comes to STEM. Okay, there is no limitation of exploring STEM. You can do anything and everything when it comes to STEM. Then you can actually fight with the major problems. You will be the individual, you will be the lady, you will be the girl, you will be the woman who actually, can fight with the society problems, fight with the country's problem, fight with your own problem as well. So STEM gives you power to actually fight. No major problem in the history of the mankind has ever been solved by merely involvement of a single person, because women have a different intellectual mind. Women have a different, thinking capability, a different spatial, visual spatial tactics or understanding. So there is, you can say that the world problem has been solved by a single man or a single person. No, this is not true, and this can't be happen. So the involvement of women provides fresh perspective on the problem. This allows problems to be solved more effectively, moreover. And with their perspective, women can effortlessly collaborate with the men to ensure a better future of the planet. Okay. Improvement in workforce quality, the economic. Hello? Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Hello, Mehak. Hello. Hello, Mehak. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, we are audible, Mehak. Mehak, we can listen you. Guys, please wait a minute.
Hello? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we are audible. We are audible. Good to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm extremely sorry, everybody. I'm extremely sorry for this internet problem. Extremely sorry. Okay. Then again, improvement in workforce quality. Being a woman, you can act workforce quality. The economic environment of the world of the today's world is more make a mark upon this market. There is the only thing that companies can do. It is to innovate and develop tools that satisfy some needs existing within the market. So basically, if you're a STEM woman, then you can actually improve your workforce when it comes to entrepreneurship or starting doing something or doing you playing your role in a major companies. So if you're a STEM woman, you can definitely improve the workforce quality. Then a boost for the economy, because women comprises of almost half of the population, or more likable 56 or 60% or 45% some countries. So you are, you are not a minority. Okay, so if you are taking part in a STEM, then basically you can boost your economy, you can uplift your situation, uplift your stand by uplifting your standard. You can actually uplift your country, your economy, or society. From the economic point of view, the involvement of women in STEM workforce is a win-win situation. Okay. So, moreover, there is a loss in terms of potential if we ignore the benefits that women in STEM bring along with themselves. It was can be, however, this sum is nothing compared to the output that these women generate once they are fully trained. Once we are fully trained, then we will be, doing something great. We will be generating something great for the economy and for ourselves too. Because when we are playing something, in terms of economy, then it's also profit us. It helps us to uplifts our standard too, uplifts our living styles too. Okay, needs for women in STEM. Why do we need women in STEM? What is the base need of women in STEM? So, statically, a measure of youngster inspires to become like their heroes. Okay, many of us, see different people which we can, say, okay, he or she might be our hero, or he or she doing something. So we need women, we need STEM women mentors. who can actually, do something, do something for the do something great. We need such mentors, we need such role models in our society in order to inspire our upcoming generation, because because the girl who is in the college don't know about STEM. This is the, ratio. This is the current status. Most of the children, specifically girls who are in the college or the last stage of their primary education, they don't know about STEM. So how would they got to know that STEM is the career for us, or STEM the career for me? How would she got to know that STEM is a career for me? Because she doesn't know the STEM. She didn't get into this STEM. She don't know about the science of the engineering, and about the math. To be, because due to the fact that she won't be able to do something in the society because she didn't see a mentor. For example, if we see a great, if a girl, wants, if she, or what I say, following a model. So ultimately, what will happen? That girl desires to be a model because she's constantly following that model. She's constantly, keeping an eye that, oh, this model is so beautiful. She's so tall. She loves pink color. She always tried to look so pretty. She used this type of stuff. She used this type of dressing sense. She uses makeup. So ultimately, what will happen? That girl will wish to be like the model. So like this, we need STEM models. We need women in STEM models to actually inspire the upcoming generation. However, without women in the STEM workforce, how can we aspire to inspire such youngster? We won't. Okay. Not only does having a substantial women workforce attract more children towards the field, but it also encourage them to pursue fields that are previously imagined impossible. Okay, you can actually imagine that back in the century, in the 90s or so, there are imagined to pursue engineering as a profession. That was totally a man's hub. You cannot get in. You will find yourself unfit in that. If we talk about this was for the women's of that era, it was totally impossible to. But now, because women have done something great in this time, and it make others to think that women can have they have any lackings when it comes to the nature. God has provided them whatever they provided to the men. So the difference is that the difference is nurture. Always try to focus on my words. The difference is not the nature, the difference is the nurture, the way we are nurturing our girls, our women. That is actually the difference. For girls, as we say, that there are various reasons for such a major constitution of women in STEM. The prime reason is that the lack of practical experiences. We don't have practical experiences when it comes to girl in STEM. The experiences women have been quoted saying that they love STEM activities, but the lack of practical experiences discourage them to building a career in the field. Yes, it is a fact, and many statistics talk about it. Women are still treated secondary in many countries, as we are mainly, we are here mainly from the subcontinent. So when it comes to subcontinent, so we can better understand that we need to encounter some stereotypes, and we need to encounter some cultural aspects that that are totally stupid. We if we if we if, you know uh, emphasize or imagine that are totally stupid. That, I mean, that has nothing to do with the progress of the women. That actually focuses on that. Oh no, you are a girl, you can't be engineer. Oh, you are a girl, you can't be scientist. Oh, you are a girl, you can't be technologist. Then why I can't be technologist? Why I can't be scientist? Why I can't be engineer? No, I can be. We need to break the barrier in our progress. achieved only when educate the girls in STEM. Okay, so there's a special emphasis on STEM for girls. Also, this movement will let women understand their everyday science clearly. Okay, science is around us. So the people, the girls who don't know about science, they don't know about the science around them. So we should make them aware. Okay. Gender by profession. So these are the statistics of the women in different fields. Now, if we see the statistics clearly, we can see that 33.8% women belongs to environmental engineers. So I don't know what you people are thinking, but what I'm thinking is that because environmental engineers are much more likable related to the laboratories, they are doing something within the laboratory, or they don't have to much greater work to do. So this is the fact that women found themselves safe in the laboratory side work, and this is due to the fact that our culture, we have a culture barriers, we have society, even we have a barriers from our own families. This is unfortunate of us that we are facing barriers from our own family, that they encourages us to please pursue related to, that is mostly related to the laboratory aspect. Go to that side. Don't pursue something like a civil engineer. Oh, you are a girl. How can you be a civil engineer? Okay. So these few aspects. Then chemical engineer, civil, and the lowest ratio is mechanical engineers. Now, what is the reason? These 7.9% ratio, only these women are interested in mechanical engineering and no other women. No, this is not the fact. This is the fear of getting a STEM profession. This is the hindrance. We will be discussing the hindrance and how we can avoid it. So this is the basic rumors that no, you are a woman, you can't get into the STEM. STEM is not for you, you won't be fit in. Okay, I made this slide a little bit different from the other slides. If you people can see, these are the three main barriers. Okay, lack of encouragement, talent deficit, role model shortage. We have lack of encouragement. We don't have, I mean, if we see around myself, if I talk about, I don't see anyone around me, encouraging me. Oh, please, Mehak, do something in a STEM. Oh, please do something for engineering, and utilize your skills to build something. This is a pandemic. Why don't you do something for? Why don't you make ventilators? I didn't see anybody else around me to encourage me, and this is the bad of us. Okay. Then other is talent deficit. Now, this is also the fact that the girls, they don't know about the talent that has been prevailing, and the talent that is basically useful. Then again, role models we already talked about. Now, how we can remove this barrier? Okay, lack of encouragement. How to remove this barrier? Invest in infrastructure in order to make inclusive access to technology. Integrate technology in the classroom. Provide hands-on training, which provides real-world experiences about the STEM. For example, arrange summer camps, workshops, after-school activities. And any everybody of you who are doing something in STEM, I would highly recommend or suggest you to please take activities in workshops and after school activities. Okay, this will be for you, and you the depth of upcoming generation. Okay, you should take part in these activities to promote others and to make them realize that I am a girl, my name is Mehak, I prepare machine, I go to hospital, and people really wanted me seeing machine. Oh, how can a girl repair the machines? How can a girl work in the male environment? So this is very surprising for the people, and I love to make people surprised. So you people can also do this. So why don't you do this? Go to the summer camps, go to the workshops and after school activities, and make them realize that I am a girl and you are a girl also. You can also achieve or perceive your career in STEM education, and please welcome to the STEM education. You are the source of motivation. Please consider your responsibility. Okay. Okay. Talent deficit, we can, remove this barrier by provide the scholarships, and there are tremendous, and I must say the hundreds of thousands of scholarships for the girls in STEM. Okay, if you want to pursue your career, so there are many scholarships for you. You can I've just put down the link in the last of the slide, so I will ask Musharraf to please give message to all of you. Okay, actually surf about the currently available scholarships for the girls in STEM. STEM education by highlighting the social impact of science and its role in solving the world's pressing problems. I'm I don't know how many people are me, but I'm at least I'm talking with the 35 plus girls right now. So this is a really source of encouragement to all of us that we should arrange a speaker series in order to mentor that if we see if I attend some webinar that was the lady, she was doing something in the industry, so I really feel inspired, like wow, I mean, she's the lady who is doing something great in the motor industry, and this is really amazing. Okay, so this has happened that our brain actually make images, and then we will actually imagine. Then when we close our eyes, then we see a girl as an engineer, a girl as a scientist, a girl doing something in the industry. Okay, then we will be able to actually imagine. So this is the problem with us, that we don't have the mentors, we don't have such a speaker series, we don't address those women who are doing something in the profession. Okay, then again, we need to attend or arrange conferences, professional society like IEEE. IEEE is the society. Okay, IEEE is not only for men, but women are doing great in IEEE. Okay, so IEEE is, you can go to the conferences, you can attend the conferences, you can arrange professional societies meeting, you can actually play your role in the professional society actually. Okay, now role models shortage, how to avoid this barrier. Build virtual mentoring platforms to connect women students with inspiring women. Now, you can make a platform. This is another idea. Anybody of you who is related to the computer science field, you can actually make a platform to related to the women in STEM. There you can, post different stories or start a series. Okay, there people can go and see, oh, this is something, this is a girl from the India, or this is a girl from the Sri Lanka. She's just undergrad student, but she's arranging a STEM for different girls, she's inspiring different girls. So there, when other girls saw this, they were really inspired. Oh, if she can do this, then definitely I can do this. There is no difference between us. Okay, okay, this is a very popular concept when it comes to women in STEM. I'm really sorry. STEM pipeline, okay? And that is leaking badly. Now, what is the concept? The STEM pipeline is a key component of workplace diversity and of workforce development that ensures sufficient qualified candidates are available to fill the scientific and technical position. This picture basically shows that there are very much, when it comes to ninth grade, there are very much girls in there, very much are doing something in the science. Then what will happen? We suffered from a great leakage, a drainage, and a little bit amount of water flows further. Then what will happen? College life, many of the girls drop out, or they don't pursue their career as a STEM. They leave science technology or engineering professions. Okay, then what will happen? We have a more lower area of the volume of the water. Then what will happen? Undergrad life, college life, many of the girls won't perceive or achieve their profession or their academic or their actual life, undergrad life, as an engineer or as a technologist or something in this time. Then again we suffered from the leakage, and then we can see in the last, in the glass, there is very few graduates, very few STEM graduates, and this is all of us. We people are the example of this glass, this droplets. We are the droplets basically. We don't know that how many girls take admission in the science when they were in the ninth grade, and they suffered from the dropping out, or they didn't achieve STEM as their career or their profession. So this has happened. We are few droplets in the glass. Okay, so this is our responsibility to avoid the this badly leakage problem. Okay, we need to inspire. We need to inspire others. We need to create awareness. Okay, so the STEM pipeline concept is a useful tool for programs aiming to increase the total number of graduates, increasing the number of underrepresented minorities and women in STEM fields. Okay. So this is a very good picture, I would say. So we need to avoid this leakage. Okay. We all women here. Okay. All women who are here, who are listening me, this is our responsibility to avoid this leakage, and I hope you people can do something great, okay, in your own capacities. Okay, how to troubleshoot? There are a few role model at the primary stage. At the very role model, we don't at the very primary stage we don't have such role models. We don't have female scientists in our course, in our in our what I can say, school community, or we don't have a picture of a female scientist when it comes to the primary education. We don't. Okay, and the other is make STEM adaptable to the young graduates. We don't have such programs to to make the different girls to actually achieve or to adopt STEM as your undergrad field. We would make them, no, this is a somewhat masculine culture. Okay, we need to make them that under young undergrad learn that science privileges a masculine culture, which makes it hard to imagine their career path. Now again, imagine, the whole theme is to imagine. We are stuck here, we women are just stuck here that we can't imagine ourselves. Okay? Then diversity training. Okay, practical ways to tackle this problem. We need to make some practical ways like training in order to deal with this problem. Mentorship programs, better mentorship programs for the female graduates, student, and the postdocs. Address the stereotypes and facts. Another avenue for change is to address the stereotypes. This is a very basic and the very hardcore point, that we need to address these stereotypes. Then how can we address the stereotype? We can actually discuss it within our community, with the mentors or your professors, female professors in your universities, or if you got to know your any female doing something in the industry or something great in the STEM, so please go and contact, and you can discuss that. This is a stereotype my family is saying, and I'm a girl, I cannot pursue engineering as my profession. Then what's wrong with me? I mean, what is this, is there something lacking in me? What is the problem that my culture, my parents, and everybody try to saying me that no, STEM is not for you, go for the medical field, go for the arts. What is the basic stereotypes? Because we belong to different culture, so basically a subcontinent culture was similar, but I don't know the other aspect of different cultures, so we need to encounter those stereotypes. Now this is share the whole picture with you. I just love this picture. Okay, now why I love this picture. This picture explains there is a girl. Okay, what is the thing that my parents or our parents or a society says that a girl needs to be prettier, long hairs, thick hairs, or beautiful, or skinny, or white, or tall, smart. This is the definition of girl. Okay, but no, for this century we are the women of this century. This is not the definition of a woman. This is not the definition of a girl. No, this is the era of smart. We need to make other girls or other ladies to think that we don't have to be prettier, but we have to be smart. Okay, this is the key. This picture explains that if you are black, if you are white, if you have I don't care about your complexion, because science STEM don't, okay, STEM don't care about your STEM don't care about your stereotypes. STEM is for everyone, and STEM is for you. They don't care if you're skinny, if you're black, if you're whatever, if you're brown. So it does. STEM is for you, okay? There are various women who are doing something in the when it comes to they are astronaut, they are industrialists, they are great entrepreneurs, and they are very big examples. Now here is a big example by the Debbie Sterling. I would explain the efforts of the Debbie Sterling. She has a very wonderful story. I'm damn sure you people will enjoy this story. It will take 2 minutes to start, okay? Girl and who pursue their career, her career as a mechanical engineer. We are not here, Pink and Princess are banned. We just want to know what we do when the girls, at the 3, 4, or 7 age, we just go to the markets. We buy toys, some beautiful dolls with castles, and we integrate all is a princess, okay, and this is her castle. So why don't we teach them you can also build that castle? The power of girls to and the women at root cause. We are not making our girls to actually build the castle. We are not training them. We are not giving them confidence. They can play with the castle, but they can't build the castle. So this is the difference. We need to counterback stereotype, and we can do anything. Okay. Another quote is, women have a place at the table when it comes to science. Okay.
Hello, Mehak. We are missing you in between. We are breaking your voice. Hello. Now, yeah, now it's okay. Can you speak up?
Okay. Yeah. I'm extremely sorry, guys. Extremely sorry for this interruption. Okay. Extremely sorry. Okay, we were discussing that women have a place at the table when it comes to science. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If anybody is telling you, no, science is not for you, and no, STEM is not for you, or something else, then you should give them a respectable shut up call and say them no. There's no difference between we and the men. We are equal, okay? And STEM is basically for us. Science is basically for us. Another quote is, I love technology and I don't think it's something that should divide among gender lines. This is one of the very good, quotations. Because with the technology or STEM is we are, dividing it. And this is not something that we need to divide. Why we are dividing it? I love STEM, and this is something that if I love it and I just want to pursue it. Okay. If I love technology, then I will go for it. If I love engineering, I will go for it. And I don't think it is something that should be divided among the gender lines. That she cannot be engineer, or that guy or the girl or the men should be an engineer or a scientist or whatsoever. Now, this picture has the examples from the current world. Okay, these are the few mentors that I'm discussing. Number first is the Pooja. That girl, when she was at the college state, what she does, she start awareness of STEM among the children. She go to different colleges and start preparing different children about the STEM. She actually worked for the STEM education at the college state for the girls. Now, what will happen? She, after some mentorship program, she started this program at very own level. I mean, she just started with her own wish. Nobody asked them to do so. She just go to the college and start the mentorship program and start. preparing or making other girls to think that what is a STEM and how we can actually, pursue a STEM. Okay, another is the first African American woman to travel to space, Mia Jemison. Now, this is something really big. How she can imagine that she can actually travel to space? An African woman. You can also relate to it, I guess. You can also relate to it that an African woman is thinking to go to space. This is something, really amazing. If she can, motivate herself to do something in the STEM, or to do something like nobody has done before, then we people cannot also do that. Okay, so Mia Jamison, first American women, African American woman to travel to space. Okay, then Dr. Jida, first American woman to earn a PhD in astrophysics. Astrophysics. Okay, now you people can imagine. I'm damn sure that nobody did motivate that lady. She pursued it because she believed that she can do. We need to believe that we can do, and I'm damn sure if you believe we can do, we can actually do this. Believe in yourself, girls. Believe in yourself, ladies. All the ladies out there, please believe in yourself. Okay, another example is Mariam Mirza Khani. Now, Nobel Prize for Maths. And now, what people are seeing that women or girls find STEM so boring. Girls don't know how to, go with the maths problem. Girls don't know how to do the sum. Girls don't find the maths so boring. Now, how could a girl win a Nobel Prize in maths? Why not a man? Because she believes she can do it, and she did it. So that is the difference. We need to believe that we can do. Another is Benji Karya. She is the queen of startups. She is actually running a business, her own business at the Silicon Valley. She left the Google job. She was serving as a manager out there, but she then left the job in order to motivate other girls to start their career as a in STEM, or to make something, do something in entrepreneurship. So this is a great lady. I mean, no lady would would ever think to quit the Google job as a manager. So this is a very encouraging. These women are really encouraging, and these women have one thing that they believe that they can do. If we can believe that we can do, then definitely there's nothing in this world that we can't do. Okay, internet and everything is available to all. There's nothing that we say this is available to man and this is not available to women. So okay, the another example is first African American woman to receive a PhD in engineering at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. And now this is very amazing that an African woman is doing something from the Space Flight Center. This is somewhat the man's club, man's hub. How could she fit in? This is a great example because she believes that I can fit in this environment. This is not someone related to the men's only. This is not men's club. Okay, so I can fit in it. So she believes, so she can do it. Okay, this is a very interesting picture. I don't know what you people are thinking, but this is the reality of our society. This is not related to the subcontinent, but globally, I can say. Okay, what will happen then if we, for example, if a lady has a girl, then what will happen? She went to the market to get some the dolls, the beautiful Barbie dolls, some kitchen stuff, or some beautiful bedroom, or some beautiful furniture. She go and bought that for her daughter. Then why we are complaining for STEM if we are giving the beautiful dolls for our girls at the very initial level, and then we are asking them that girls don't have the spatial skills, the complex solving problems. So this is the basic problem this is a root cause, I mean. Okay, this is the cultural barriers, and this is not related to subcontinent, this is globally. If you have a daughter, then she would have a massive collection of Barbie dolls, and because it and these are all useless. I mean, your daughter won't be learning anything from these dolls. These are just a showpiece. But if you have a son, then you will go and buy some mechanical stuff, some constructive stuff, some tools that now what will happen when when your son will explore that tools or try to build something from that tools, this is the stage when your son will learn the visual spatial skills, when your son learn how to actually resolve the complex problem. So this is the and now you can relate, okay, now you can relate to it, that a girl who don't know about anything, who don't know about how to how to think, make things constructive, who don't know how to explore, who don't know how to actually relate to the things. This is basically the visual spatial skills. Then you are able to relate to the things, you are able to build something. So your daughter won't do anything because at the very initial stage, you give them the different dolls, different beautiful dolls. So you are just giving them the motivation. Then if you are my daughter, you are a girl, you need to be beautiful. Okay, you don't need to be smart, but you need to be beautiful. Okay, you should look beautiful. This is the only task you need to do in the world. So is it the only task that we women need to do in the world? No, never ever. Okay, but when it comes to son, your son will be able to pursue engineering in the future because he has that visual spatial skills that he learned at the very initial stage. Okay, so this is the difference. Now, if you're a woman in STEM, you won't go to the mart and bought your girl that Barbie dolls. Okay, because you understand that if you are doing this, then you are giving them the motivation that if you're a girl, then you need to be smarter. You need to look beautiful. You need to look prettier. Okay. So another thing, no cognitive differences in man and women. God doesn't made any cognitive differences in man and women. This is basically what I was saying, that we don't have a difference at nature level, we have a difference at nurture level. So that is the difference at nurture level. That is the very basic nurture level, that two of the pictures you can see, Barbie doll and a smart guy who is doing something constructive. So that is the nurture level. Okay, we need to break up this. Okay, we need to provide the same things to the girls and the boys, that are something constructive. These are the few tremendous ladies who did something for the STEM when there was a time that girls cannot even think about the STEM. These women have done something at that time when women cannot consider themselves in STEM. That was totally impossible for the women to be in STEM. Then how can these women can do this? Okay, Catherine, NASA space scientist. Okay, Rebecca, health farmer and doctor. Radia, inventor and computer scientist. Florence, farmer and statistician. And Grace Hopper, inventor and computer scientist. Adriana, planetary geologist. Okay, August Adam, mathematician. Then how these women actually pursue, because they have motivation. At that time, women cannot think themselves to be in a STEM. That was totally impossible for them because the STEM was totally a man's club. You cannot get in. You won't find yourself fit in. Okay, so if these women can do at that bad time, then we can all. Okay, get have this motivation and keep it. If these women, these are the some these women are inspiration for us. Okay, these all are inspiration for us. We should take inspiration from them, that they are doing something at the very initial stage, at that stage when women cannot consider themselves in STEM. It was totally impossible for them to be in STEM. Okay, there is another problem. There is a leakage problem, but again the leakage is there's a plumbing problem, I would say. Firstly, we discussed there is a leakage problem, but another concept is plumbing problem. Plumbing itself is a problem. Now why I'm doing this I will explain that why I'm doing this. That plumbing is a problem. Here, plumbing are those mentors who are doing something in the industry and society, and they are not training other girls or women. Okay, these are the plumbing people. These are the plumbers of the women in STEM, and they are not doing their jobs. Okay, so that plumbing itself is a problem. Now why we are saying that? Again, nature versus nurture. No differences in performance in tests until stereotypes threat is triggered. First, when we triggered a stereotype that you are a girl, you can't be in STEM. You are a boy, yes, STEM is for you. So here the difference in nurturing we achieve. Then again, if you can see that when we are in the primary stage, then what will happen if there is a maths class? Then the professor or a lady will much more concerned or focusing on boys. They're not keeping more or giving more concentration to the girls. Then why it is so happening? Why she is not giving the same concentration to the lady, to the girl sitting in the class, and why she is giving more concentration to the boy? What is the difference? Actually, that is the cultural barrier, that she thinks that boy maths and something is time is for the boy, and for the girls this is not the girlish thing. Another is hormone makes us different. Women drop out of science because their hormones make them different. This is another stupidity. This is another, I would say, stereotypes. There is no difference. Yes, women are sensitive. Women are emotional. Yes, we are. But that is not something that make us different for the STEM. That is not something that we can say we cannot actually achieve something in STEM. Okay, then again, bias abound in academia. The argument that girls find science boring. This is another stupidity. And this is not the fact. We find it actually the girls find it boring in somewhat a way because at the very initial stage we gave them dolls. Okay, this is also stupid stuff. We gave them dolls to play, and how can they find maths or STEM interesting? They won't. They just get them indulge themselves into arts or something. Okay, that attempts to bridge the gender divide, deny human biology and nature, and that efforts to achieve gender equality, STEM fields are doomed. So that is really happened that if we need to avoid this stereotype that is STEM is boring for the girls, we need to break this stereotype. And how we can break it? We can actually break this by deny the human biology and nature. God has made women and man with the same nature. There is no difference at the nature level but nurture level. Negative is stereotype by the family, as we discussed in the start, that implicitly believes that girls are indeed poor at STEM subjects. They are really poor at STEM, and this is also somewhat reality, but not very much likable. Okay, what is basically happening? They are why they're considering themselves poor, because at the very initial stage you give them dolls. Family, your mother or your sister or your brother, your father go to the mart and give you the dolls to play. At the very initial stage, you don't know the visual spatial skills. You don't know how to do the constructive things. You don't know how to make something out of nowhere. You don't have that skills to build something. So that's why this is the reason that you are poor at STEM, and this is the reason that your son or the man are good at STEM. This is a root cause. Okay, as the girls grow up, these stereotypes affect the identities at the STEM profession. Okay, then family discourage you to go into the STEM profession. This is one of the reasons, because they never imagined you as an engineer, as a scientist. Please mark my words that your family don't imagine you as a scientist, as a female scientist, as an engineer. And I'm guaranteed, and I don't know how much life take me, but I'm pretty sure that a future will come when there is no female engineer, female scientist, female entrepreneur. There will be just entrepreneurs, scientists, and engineers. Being a female in this field won't be a thing to be shocked. Okay, this will be the future, and you people can see it. We can make that future. This is Debbie Sterling, and we talked at the very early that she did her engineering at completed engineering as a mechanical engineering. That what she did. Actually, she was a person who actually do research that what is the reason that girls are not interested in STEM. So then she concluded that at the very initial level, we don't have such constructive, we don't give our daughters such constructive thing to do. So that is the reason that the son and your daughter don't have the same spatial visual spatial skills. As your son will be more good, your son has more good complex problem solving than your daughter, because your daughter just have a doll which she kept with her all the time and nothing to do with it. This is a sort of display. But when it comes to your son is breaking the things, building the things, digging the things, or making some things from nothing, or the discardable things. So this is the reason she find out. And then what she made a startup named as Goldie Blocks. What is this? She made some beautiful stuffs to actually motivate girls in STEM. As you can see, there's a drill machine filled with the stars and a hammer and a spray and different, constructive thing to do. And again, DIY Matrulaman bike bell, bring in the summer with the style. She, actually tried to give girls at the very initial level, at the very root cause. She tried to give them STEM education at the very root cause, and she was actually, find it out by doing some research. So this is the reason, and I request you to please go to this page. This is a very interesting page, and millions, and she was when she was really at the very initial level, she go to different toys hub that was very popular. Then everybody just say, no, these are the things, nobody won't buy these things. Because everybody interested in dolls, everybody needs doll, every woman needs doll for her daughter. Nobody will buy these stupid stuff. I mean, why any girl find buy this drill machine? This is why any girl find buy this hammer. No, won't. And a mother herself won't buy such a stuff. Then after the rejection from many toys companies and her, she just came up and start with making a website, and then she achieved millions of orders within the 5 days. Okay, then she actually changed the vision of the parents. Then please start motivating or encouraging your daughter in a STEM, because when she brought up and when she will be in a college life, then what will happen, she will actually got to know that engineering is for me. Because if I say about myself or my other friends, they don't know that engineering is for them, because they anything in the STEM. They don't know about the STEM. But if your daughter or any girl who know about the STEM, who can actually do something in the STEM, because she knows that engineering is for her. Oh, okay. These are the scholarships. I take a lot of time. I'm extremely sorry because I took a lot of time. I'm just winding it up. These are the few globally available scholarships for the STEM. The call is open, so you people can go to the links and avail the scholarships, please. Okay, this is my picture. I'm just ending this. Okay, you people can see I'm a biomedical engineer, and I'm actually working at the hospital. This is a big private sector hospital in my city. You can see the badge behind my picture in the very first picture. This is my picture. This is back in 2 months before, I guess. Okay, the UK people can see the badge behind the my picture. Okay, this is the actually picture of my biomedical engineering department. On you, I will say that whenever I go to the department back in January, I would share a case with you, a story with you. I received a call from the nephrology department saying that there's a problem in the ECG machine. Please came and correct it. So I asked my managers, so please, sir, can I go for the troubleshooting or seeing what just actually happened with the machine? Then he said that are you able to troubleshoot, or are you able to correct that? I say yes, I can actually. Okay, then what happened? I go to the nephrology department, then I correct that ECG machine actually. Then everybody was shocked that a girl is actually working on the machine and has done something great, or had actually troubleshoot the machine. So that was a really, shocking for others. Everybody was seeing me like they haven't seen a girl before that was so inspiring or encouraging for me. So I request all of you to please keep doing great and keep shocking others and keep doing something for this time. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for here for me. And this, I'm really sorry that I take a lot of time. And I think we should go for the now question answers. If anybody has any question, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the people who are appreciating me, thank you very much. Actually, we all need appreciations. And everybody who was appreciating me, thank you very much. And thank you all the professor and all the assistant professors who are here for me. It's extreme pleasure for me that you are here. You are more experienced than me and you are much more, doing great than me. And I'm extremely thankful to all of you that you are here. You basically encourage me a lot. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for being here. Okay. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Everybody is, appreciating. And thank you, Musharraf, for giving me this opportunity. You can speak now.
Yeah, thank you a lot. I welcome Rumaisa over here for the conclusion. Rumaisa, could you please?
Thank you so much for sharing these valuable information and being a great. Once again, I thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. I also thank all the participants who cooperated with us throughout the session. Thank you all. And the feedback form will be shared in the group. The certificates and the recordings of the webinar will be also shared in the group within couple of days. Thank you all. Thank you so much on behalf of IEEE MEASB.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Mehak, and thank you all. The
Thank you,
feedback form.
Musharraf. It's an extreme pleasure for me to be here, and I would request everybody to please fill that feedback form. I will actually go to the everybody's feedback, and I would try to correct myself and improve myself in every way that I'm lacking, if anything. So please fill that form. And everybody is sending me so much appreciations. I'm really thankful to all of you. Thank you very much. And if you have any question, you can just contact or drop your comments in the feedback. And Musharraf will definitely, provide my social media handlers, or you can find me on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram also. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for appreciating me. Please think about this time and do something. Keep doing great and ignore people who are discouraging you. Just give them a respectable shut up call and keep doing great. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Musharraf, can
Yes, Mehak, what were you saying? Hello? Hello? What were you saying?
I'm saying, can we wind up now?
Yeah, we have done. Yeah, I'm ending the meeting.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for appreciations, and you can